Surprise anime podcast. Madoka Magika. Rant/discussion. Parentheses. Spoilers. Close parentheses. Now you need. Now let's do that.
Are you really turning us into those people?
I
mean,
it started.
we don't.
It started 20 seconds
Look,
ago.
we do not. We don't need it to say surprise podcast. It's when you do a podcast, just do a podcast.
Well, no, it's a surprise because
it's
a surprise because it's not the topic we were gonna do originally.
Hey, look, you don't have to.
I can change the title later on.
You hurt my head.
I want you to know that we're 50 seconds in and we haven't done the intro.
I'm fucking aware. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Hello everyone and welcome to Figgy
and the Owl. This is why you can't have nice things. Hello, Katana. As you can tell by the title, we have decided to discuss, because I have yet to finish Psycho-Pass, and I was instead watching it.
You haven't started Psycho-Pass, is what you mean?
I have actually started it. I started it a while back. I was 4 episodes in. I just haven't finished it.
Probably gonna restart it.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. So basically, you haven't started it.
Well,
this makes it 3 times in a row where you haven't fucking. You procrastinate worse than I fucking do.
Hey, but at least the channel is alive and running still, you know?
Yeah, we're not dead yet.
Yeah, we're not dead yet. We have about, like, 3 podcasts up, one of which is about E3 to our anime. This is the 3rd anime. It's Madoka Magica because I need to get some stuff off my chest, and I'm sure Kosovo would love to talk about this, too.
Let me just quickly say, fuck this anime and everything it stands for.
And let me firmly retoot that with, whatever, I don't know what fucking retoot means. I said it because I want to sound smart. Let me say,
I don't think that's an actual word.
It might be, might not be. Let me firmly say, fuck Cube.
Fuck that Digimon-looking piece of shit.
That evil monster. Do you want to make a contract with me, Ben?
Fuck you.
So, I don't have any synopsis pulled up. Fuck. I should have gotten this done. I can real quick do that.
Amidst a bunch of awkward and brain-inducing camera work.
We're only talking about the anime, because I haven't seen the movies. We're only discussing the anime.
Oh,
the 12-episode anime.
Well, you only really need to watch one of the movies, because the other one is just a recap of the anime.
Okay. Well, still, we're not gonna get the movies involved in this.
I won't spoil it for you, but basically, take the anime, put it on drugs, and you got the movie.
Okay. And
however, I will say that it included a really badass fight scene.
Ooh.
Which I will say that the anime was severely lacking.
There wasn't much fighting. It was more like a psychological horror in my eyes. As an anime genre,
but
it was kind of like Doki Doki.
Well, yeah, but for an anime about magical girls, it wasn't very much action.
Yeah.
Which, if you go into a magical girl anime expecting action and then you get what you got, you're not gonna be happy.
But
personally,
it took the trope and it did its own thing with it, which is what I kind of like.
Well, I can applaud it for that, but you know what I can't applaud?
What?
The people who watched it. Because every single person that I've seen before I actually watched it for myself, they'd always say, "Oh, it was this cute anime," and then boom. And I'm like, when I started it, from the very first few seconds, I'm like, how did anyone think that this was going to be cute? This is fucked up from the beginning.
Well,
It was It was just straight. They used so much gray in the beginning.
I don't really remember the beginning at first. I know that the opening kind of throws people off, though.
You mean the opening song?
Yeah, the opening.
I don't actually remember.
The opening song is like the happier-go-lucky one, where it's all like it looks like she's trying to. It looks like she's gonna be a magical girl, and she's trying to train to be like the very best magical girl. But then it gets into the anime, and
give me a second.
You gonna watch it?
I'm gonna watch it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh, the ending theme was my favorite, honestly. I like the ending theme after episode 3 when shit like started going south, you know? Like that ending theme was amazing. That was like the song that got played like at the very beginning of episode 1 too, but which I'm assuming people thought would be the theme. Oh, I now know what you're talking about, how it started all gray and stuff. It was with her dream.
Yeah, it did not start off okay. There's nothing okay about that.
Okay, I got the plot summary right here, and I'll read it while you find the opening to Madoka Magica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Plot summary: Puella Magi Madoka Magica. After experiencing a bizarre dream, Madoka Kaname, a kind 14-year-old girl.
By the way, I looked. Ratoot, not a word.
Ratoot.
But an abbreviation.
Oh.
Not abbreviation. One of those, those words that are like the letters that mean something else.
Acronym?
Thank you, acronym. I'm very tired.
I should be the one that was. You wanna know what happened at work today? I could not keep my eyes open. So glad I'm off tomorrow and practically the whole week. I need a break. After experiencing a bizarre dream, Madoka Kaname, a kind 14-year-old girl, encounters a magical creature named Kyubey. Madoka and her friend Sayaka Miki are offered the opportunity of gaining magical powers if they agree to make a contract with the strange little being. Now, in addition, people also ask, is Madoka Magica dark?
Well, the answer is yeah.
Madoka Magica is incredibly dark, so I've started watching Madoka Magica on Netflix. The anime itself looks super cutesy, and its art style is super cutesy, but the anime is not super cutesy. It's actually pretty dark.
Well, I don't see how you could look at Madoka Magica, especially if you're watching the anime, how you could look at that and go, oh, that's cutesy.
Well, that's
not.
The art style is pretty cute. Like, the way they're all drawn and all that. Kyubey isn't
cute.
Like the first
shading, the shading is depressing matters.
Kyubey is an adorable little creature until you get to know him.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. Kyubey, when he's not being an asshole, is cute. However, even his fucking introduction is dark as shit.
I'm
fucking
trying to.
He was fucking covered in blood.
I don't think that was the first time that she met him, though. Wait.
Well, no. The first time that they like
was in the dream.
Yeah, but the first time that like they meet later in the episode, he's covered in blood and shit.
Yeah, that was like episode 2, maybe, I think.
You know, for some reason, even at that point, my only thought process was, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated it from the beginning.
Hated the anime?
I hated that thing.
Oh no,
not the anime.
Kyubey.
I hated him from the very second he showed up on screen getting shot the fuck up.
My only
thought process was,
he deserves it.
How evil must this thing be for this magical girl to want to murder the fuck out of it?
Yeah. Like, I've heard lots of things about Kyubey before I watched it, and like, they were all like, fuck this guy, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. And I was like, but that thing's so adorable. What's so bad about Kyubey? And then I watched
You know,
it.
the thing is, anyone who has not seen the anime will obviously look at Kyubey and go, "Oh, that thing's cute."
I
Look
want
at
it.
Kyubey, it's not cute. It's not cute to me anymore.
Yeah, when we look at Kyubey, it's a
I
sadistic
see
little
an
fuck.
asshole. I see a fucking asshole, and assholes ain't cute.
Yeah, it's like excuses. Everyone has one. Well, assholes are like excuses. Everyone has one, and they ain't cute.
Yeah.
It's the most innocent that gets you. Like, I feel like they tried to give him, like, in that last episode, they tried to give Kyubey, like, a little kind of redemption arc because of what Madoka did, you know? How it ended.
Yeah, but then you watch the movie and you realize that, yeah, no, there's no redemption for Kyubey. There's no
Now,
redemption for that little fucker.
now,
Fuck that anime up the ass, okay?
the main characters are all basically magical girls. Except,
They're all
well,
retarded is what they is.
what, for taking the contract with Kyubey?
Yes. They all is retarded.
They all is retarded. We got Madoka.
They all die in the end.
Well,
Only one of them lives.
die. Fucking, I don't even know how to explain the ending. Did she like create an alternate timeline?
You'd have to watch the movie to understand the ending.
Okay, well then I guess I'll have to watch the movie later. But you know,
without the context of the movie, basically what she did was
it seemed like
basically she created a paradox
in which she and Sayaka weren't. This sounds like one really big trip. I feel like
I'm not gonna lie. Several times I thought I had accidentally taken acid.
Like whenever
and that's
they
just because of the camera work.
And whenever they introduce the witches, it always feels like a bad trip. Witches.
I'm not gonna lie. The first witch that they introduce, the first creature that they introduce in the movie is actually rather enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie.
So in the animes, there are the magical girls, which are the protagonists, and then there are the witches, which are the antagonists.
Can we really call them antagonists, though?
Well, we'll get to that because that kind of broke me.
They seem more like creatures who have no choice in the matter.
Well, I mean, technically, if you want to get into technicalities, they did have a choice, and they chose the wrong choice. Because, you know, I did put spoilers in the title, so I'm gonna fucking say it. Because, as Kyubey said, it seems fitting for magical girls for people to turn out who will become witches to be called magical girls. If I'm saying the quote correctly.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, this is gonna spoil it for you, but spoilers. The original form of the witch that killed the blonde chick, I can't remember her name. Her human form is so cute.
Huh.
She's so adorbs.
She's so adorbs. Oh, you mean Tomoe Nami?
Yeah.
Her real name is Tomoe Mommy, but my friend came up with a cool pun because she got her head chomped off. Her name is now Tomoe Nami.
Yeah.
Like, I did warn people. Whoever click on this video will know there are spoilers in the title. I have warned them, so I can talk about my spoilers now. I'm not gonna lie, when she died, I had hoped, like, that Madoka would use her wish to, like, if she became a magical girl, would use her wish to bring everyone back that died. That could have worked. She could have done that.
She sorta did that.
She sort of, but you know what I call, I can't really say it because it's spoilers and people haven't seen that movie. Not everyone's seen that movie. I'm not gonna spoil probably one of the biggest movies of the year.
You mean Infinity War?
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Oh,
Madoka basically pulled a you know what.
Well, more like Infinity War pulled a Madoka Magica.
But
well, no, technically it would be Madoka pulled
because
Infinity War.
The comics came first, yeah.
And yeah, those came out like I think the 80s.
Yeah. But either way,
you know what made me almost stop watching the anime?
What?
Sayaka and the red-haired chick dying.
Kyoko, oh dude, that I had to take Kyoko and Sayaka's death made me take a pretty short break. I was like, okay, I don't want to finish it because I'm just gonna be heartbroken even more. Because like
they were my favorite characters, and then after they went, there was no point.
Also, you could feel like only at that moment it felt like people I feel like people might have shipped them before, but at that moment you could tell that the writers were shipping them too.
Yeah.
Because of how like desperate Kyoko was trying to bring her back. Honestly, it should have been obvious whenever like she would like when she told her backstory, you know?
Yeah, you don't tell in an anime. You don't tell someone your backstory unless you're trying to get in their pants.
Yeah.
It's like anime rules 101.
A way to describe Madoka Magica: lesbian schoolgirls.
Way to describe Madoka Magica.
A mind fuck. A big old
the weirdest
mindfuck.
acid trip you've ever taken.
Not too
I
weird.
Describe it. And again, oh my god, the camera work was...
No, it's not
I didn't like
citrus. It's not citrus.
Fucking hated the camera work. I'm not gonna lie.
In Madoka?
Yeah.
Honestly,
it could be fucking migraine inducing at times.
You wanna know something? Your Lie in
What?
April made me love violins and violin music and piano music, but the way they use the violin in this anime, I'm kinda... It kinda just, you know, brings back the memories of Sayaka, and, yeah, Sayaka.
You know what pisses me off most about Sayaka's death?
What?
The only reason I can match to help out that one guy. He was not appreciative at all. Pissed me off.
And then they fucking... And then her friend, not being very friendly, I thought she was just joking around, like trying to encourage her to ask out the guy she liked. No, she goes and asks him out, and then they become a thing. That really drove Sayaka to the point of, you know, becoming what she became, a witch.
It's like the person who wrote this anime knew all the buttons to push to piss me off, and just made it an anime. The worst part is, he made it to where I couldn't just stop halfway through.
Yeah.
I had to finish and watch the movie. And even then, the story's unfinished. The fucking assholes. The movie ends with a fucking cliffhanger.
Oh, the movie ended with a cliffhanger?
Yes, it ends with a fucking cliffhanger.
The anime didn't.
honestly, the movie was probably a little unnecessary, but they did it anyway, and now that they did it, there's no reason to not do another.
Yeah, pins, you know, it's kind of like...
You know, the music was good, though.
The music? I don't usually... I know why that sounds... Why does that sound familiar? I know why that sounds familiar. But, like, the thing to me is that basically all of them did basically die. But, like, when they pulled in the backstory...
The only one that didn't die was the time travel chick.
Yeah, but, you know, she could have prevented her death anyways. I felt like beforehand, though, I felt... Wait, no. No, that is the reason why she kept going back in time.
Yeah.
Like, that is the reason she kept going back in time. I now remember. It sounds like one part of my life. She, it was every time that Madoka died.
Trying to get the best possible ending.
Every time Madoka died, she would go back in time. Because of her wish, I think. If I can remember
Until
correctly.
eventually she got to the timeline that we got to watch, and that was the best possible ending.
If you could say. She could have totally, I would have totally gone back in time. I wouldn't stand for how that ended. I would have fucking gone back in time.
The thing is, the way that they did it, I don't think she could have gone back in time to redo it. Because Madoka made a completely new thing.
Yeah, I would have totally fucking gone back in time though. Like, nope, fuck this. Everyone's dead. I'ma just.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have gone. I would have gone back in time.
Probably just
and
for
instead,
Kyoko and
just explain the future events of what's gonna fucking happen if they do all that. like Sayaka, like, look, don't waste your time becoming a magical girl to help this dude, because he's just gonna end up with one of your friends and end up dying.
You'll meet this one redhead chick. She's better for you. Trust me.
Like, you may not be a lezzy, but
you will be. You will be.
Go with this.
Go with this girl. She's better for you.
Just for the sake of you not dying, just go with this red hair chick. The violin dude, he no good. He's no good. He's a scumbag. But yeah, no, Kyubey, I'm not gonna lie, he looks like a fucking Digimon.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that earlier today. He does I don't really see it actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And then when I said Mega Kyubey, I still didn't see it, but I still wanted to kill it with fire.
It looks like a fucking Digimon. Like he could easily be a Digimon.
I honestly don't see it though.
Fucking look at it.
I've looked.
He looks like a fucking
Trust me,
Digimon.
I've looked at it. It's like that is probably one of the anime characters that I've thought about murdering. But you can't fucking murder it.
Digimon.
That's what's so bad. You want to murder it, but you know you can't because it just. When fucking.
You know, plot twist. I would plot twist that motherfucker. My wish.
To kill
you.
You.
To disappear. That'd be my wish. I would gladly sacrifice my life so that no one else would have to go through that hell. Granted, I don't think it'd work because I'm a dude.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there are animes where the premise is magical schoolgirl, boy turns into magical schoolgirl.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I've seen one. It was a harem, ecchi harem, and it was called "Is This a Zombie?" it was the zombie guy. Okay, he died. He got brought back to life. He's a zombie now, and so he meets this magical girl, but her she can't become a magical girl no more, and so he dons the outfit, and now he can be the magical girl. And it is amazing. Like, honest to God, amazing. I
can't think of anything else to rant about with this anime.
I'm trying. Like, I mean, there's tons of stuff to rant about, other than just Kyubey. Like, oh, well, I was talking about how, like, Kyubey, like, when you saw, like, I saw, like, I fucking saw Akemi, the black-haired girl who's a time traveler and was the only one to survive. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna describe all the characters. I know the names of every character because I recently watched it, so I'm gonna say who each character is. Tomoe Mami, the blonde, curled hair, first to die, for some reason had big tits at her age. Don't know how, don't know why. Then there's Sayaka Miki, the blue-haired one, who fell in love with this guy who ended up dating her friend because her friend's a backstabbing bitch, so she ended up turning into a witch. And then Kyoko Sakura, the red-haired one, who's like my favorite character, mainly because like she's just always going around eating Pocky, eating like all those candies and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So then
she was my favorite too.
Yeah, she was my favorite. Kyoko Sakura, who ended up falling in liking the Sayaka Miki, but like Sayaka Miki wasn't able to realize this until it was too late, and then her fucking soul gem turned into a grief seed, which we need to discuss. We need to discuss those soul gems. A grief seed is, oh God, we got lots to discuss. Oh boy. Yeah, and then Madoka Magica, pink-haired protagonist who doesn't turn into a magical girl until the very last episode. Then there's Homura Akemi, the black-haired time traveler, who I feel like it's obvious that she had a crush on Madoka.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And that's why she always traveled back in time to save Madoka, was so that she could get some of that pussy. Anyways, soul gems. Okay, so when a girl makes a contract,
basically sells her soul to the devil, basically.
Well, to Kyubey, who is the devil in this case. So, when a girl makes a contract with Kyubey, their soul exits their body and there's this little gem-like thing, and it's called a soul gem. And in order to keep it from like fading and going black and turning into a grief seed, you have to kill other witches. Witches are magical girls whose soul gems turned into grief seeds and they became witches.
Yeah.
So when you kill a witch, you get the grief seed, which was their soul gem, and you take the grief seed, you put it to the soul gem, and it recharges your magical power. Once you use enough magical power, the thing starts to fade away. You kill no witches, you become a witch, basically. So, yeah. So, like and we learn.
Cycle.
We learn, yeah, it's a never-ending cycle until Madoka comes in and fucks everything up. You know, I feel like that could have gotten a season 2 if Madoka didn't fuck everything up.
We got a movie.
Yeah, did get a movie. So, yeah, fuck, where was my train going? Oh, trains! So, we found this out for the first time when Sayaka Miki is about to fight Kyoko, again, blue-haired and red-haired girl, on, like, this bridge. And then Madoka finds out, she comes rushing in, trying to save the day. She takes the soul gem of Sayaka Miki and chucks it away. We find out that you can't be a certain distance away from your soul gem or else you die.
Yeah.
And that's when they first started to not, that's when everyone but Homura first started to not trust Kyubey. Because of this. Kyubey is this little white cat like motherfucker. He's the devil in this.
He's a little bit jet.
And
I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought he was a Digimon the first time I saw him. The first time I saw a picture of him, I thought
Digimon crossover.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this Digimon doing on my screen?
So Kyubey is this like fuck. I need to remember the name. No, he is an alien, but they had a name. An incubator. He's an incubator.
Yeah, that's
and he's
nice.
just trying to take like emotions from like I don't know, happiness or something like that.
If I remember correctly, weren't the magical girls basically just batteries?
Yeah, basically. They were using their like soul gems and whatnot, like the power from defeating a witch or becoming a witch to like charge up their planet. Sort of like, and so that's why Kyubey was there making all those contracts with girls ever since like the beginning of Earth, apparently. It looked like he did one with Cleopatra. And all of them. One of them actually looked like Joan of Arc to me. Like she was like getting burned at the stake, and I was like, is that Joan of Arc?
Yeah,
I think might have been.
I would say Joan of Arc suffered a better fate than
Being a magical girl.
Yeah, let's be fair here.
I feel like most fates are better than becoming a magical girl. When it comes to this anime, yeah, from this reality, magical girls are pretty like Sailor Moon. That'd be nice. If I was a girl, I'd prefer to be a magical girl from Sailor Moon, and not one from Madoka Magica. Because you only get one wish, and then your soul is taken from you. And it's a never-ending cycle until you become a witch. Unless you know what wish to wish for, like Madoka did. Took her fucking 12 episodes. She's the most undecisive motherfucker. Anyways, I feel like had she decided sooner or later her friends wouldn't all be dead. So, yeah. But while that's going on, Madoka's mourning the loss of her friend because she tossed it off the edge and into a truck. While that's going on, Homura's going to get it, and she brings it back because Homura's like edgy good girl. She's like Malcolm, if Malcolm was a woman.
I don't know. She seems a little bit more productive than Malcolm. Like, no offense, but
like I honestly can see, well, from the side that she's pretending to be, she's Malcolm. The edgy person she's pretending to be, she's Malcolm.
Should we more like you cosplaying Malcolm?
Wow. That'd be a lot of paint. I'm a jackass. But yeah.
You know, I know for a fact you traveled through time several times just to save your love interest, and then fail in the end.
Now, let's talk about, you know what, just to ruffle your feathers, let's talk, and mine. This was like the saddest moment. This is going in like my top 10 saddest anime deaths. Well, we're gonna talk.
Which one was it?
Sayaka and Kyoko's.
Man. They fucking kill each other.
Yeah, well, Kyoko basically killed both of them. Kyoko committed suicide and homicide. Yet, the only person who gets the funeral was Sayaka.
Man.
I found messed up.
How are they gonna take the coolest character in the entire anime and fucking kill her off? Not cool.
Yeah, she was like pretty cool. I liked Kyoko. So what had happened was, Sayaka, yeah, I've already discussed it, but her friend, I can't remember her name, Seaweed Head, that's what I'm calling her. She had green hair, and she was a bitch because of what she did to Sayaka. They tried to give her redemption at the end, but no, fuck that. I'm not redeeming that motherfucker. She can go die in hell, for all I care. You know, am I right, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would more like, yeah, she's a bitch for doing that, but you know what? He could have said no.
You know, he could have. But she also didn't have to do that. You could tell that she knew that that Sayaka liked him. And what did she do? I completely thought she was trying to be a friend and encouraging her to ask her out.
Well, yeah, no.
Ask him out.
I'm not defending her. I'm not saying she's not a bitch. Complete bitch. But
complete bitch, yeah.
He could have said no.
He could have said no, yeah.
It takes two to tango.
It does.
Unless you're crazy.
What if she forced him though? Like crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't think she forced him. He's just a straight up cunt.
Oh, what the? My suggested challenge is blank, and it says 5 of 7. That's odd.
That's odd.
Anyways. Ah, shit, we talked about the game. Whatever, fuck it. Anyways. So, Sayaka then starts to become basically broken inside and has nothing else to do in the world, so she goes out and does what magical girls do, which is kill witches. Which I
become a witch.
Yeah, because at this time they didn't know that witches were magical girls until I think that Sayaka turned into a witch near Kyoko and them. I think that's what happened.
If I remember correctly, I think what happened was they were dropping this bit of this little tidbit at the same time that it was happening. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it. But yeah, no, it's like a big old middle finger from the author.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look at these characters that you like. I'm gonna kill them off.
Yeah. Just fucking, I hated it. That death was like, it's probably gonna be in the top 5 in my top 10.
Fucking Game of Thrones does before Game of Thrones was even popular.
I know, right? Kill off everyone.
Look at this popular character. Oh, they're dead.
Oh, they're dead. Look at this popular character. Oh, they're dead. Look at this character that everyone likes and wants to have sex with, even though she's 14. Oh, they're dead.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit off topic, but that's why I will never watch Game of Thrones and why I think it's completely overrated.
Because of all the killing?
Yeah. If none of those deaths serve any purposes.
I mean, I feel like some of them do.
Yeah, but when the vast majority of your character deaths are for shock value or because you want your fantasy show, you know, the show set in a fantasy land, you know, fantasy, make-believe.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When you want your fantasy land to be realistic, then honestly, waste of fucking time.
I mean, it kind of is realistic that lots of people are dying. That's what I like about anime, where people die a lot, because it shows that there aren't happy endings.
Well, the thing is, my issue with it is it's set in a fantasy landscape. It's literally a Lord of the Rings ripoff.
We're getting off topic.
I'm aware. However, this goes for a lot of things. If you're going to have a fantasy thing,
Uh-huh.
you don't have to showcase reality.
True.
It doesn't have to be realistic. It's called fantasy for a fucking reason.
However, that is what I like about anime, because there's all types of anime out there for all kinds of purposes.
No, I mean, if you kill off your character for a good reason, then sure.
Yeah, like
But
plot
for shock
and all
value,
that.
But for shock value, it's like, what's the point?
Like there's an anime about anthropomorphic tin cans.
You know what? I think George R. R. Martin he should probably stand trial, or at least someone should fucking look at him and fucking look at his psyche, because he has this weird obsession with rape and like child rape and shit.
Rape and child rape cans. Yeah. Apparently I was watching this the anime man video where he had PewDiePie on, and they were guessing real or fake anime, and this summary came up and it was a real one about like anthropomorphic tin cans or something like that.
That's odd.
Yeah, like I said, there's something out there for.
That sounds just about as odd as this anime that's on Netflix. If I remember correctly, the name is Agrasuko.
Oh, the one with the angry cat.
Yeah, with the red panda that does.
Oh yeah, red panda.
Death metal.
Oh, that I haven't really. You know what drew me away from Netflix?
What?
Let's see, the Death Note live action, the Full Metal Alchemist live action, the Mob Psycho 100 live action. I could keep going.
Basically just live action anime.
Yeah, they need to stop. Like, maybe one of these days there would be an anime that could be adapted well into live action, but you need the right director, the right cast, the right producer, the right script writer. Follow.
Death Note actually have action movies. There's the American one, which is fucking awful, and then there's a Japanese one, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but Netflix is the problem here.
Yeah, Netflix is the issue. In my personal opinion, Americans should not be allowed to make live-action anime movies.
Yeah.
That is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Hollywood will never do anime justice.
I mean, yeah.
Name one.
No,
You sound like you're about to defend it. Name one.
No, I was gonna go go talk about what Katana said with Hatalia.
Oh.
Because there is an anime that...
She said something about a Hatalia?
No, she said something that ships Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and I wanted to say... I was gonna say no, but there is an anime with anthropomorphized countries.
Oh yeah, Hatalia is a thing. That is an anime that exists, and everybody, from my understanding, ships, what was it, Germany and Russia?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like there's like Greece, I think, was one of the only female ones. I can't remember. There's some female countries, but most of them are male.
You know, wasn't Russia a male in the anime?
Yeah.
And that makes no fucking sense to me.
Honestly, is this just a rant where we just rant about everything?
Let me tell you why making Russia a man makes no fucking sense.
Alright, I'm gonna listen.
They call it Mother Russia. It's Mother Russia. How do you fuck up so badly? All you had to do was draw tits and get a female voice actor. It's Mother Russia. I just can't. Humans were a mistake.
Yeah, you know, that didn't come to mind.
It's Mother Russia.
So, before both of us get off topic again.
And I'm gonna be started on the people who made Earth-chan a fucking meme.
Oh, Hentai Haven-chan is best chan.
Ravioli, don't lewd any of the lollies.
Anyways, speaking of lollies,
Yeah,
you know that Hentai Haven got rid of the lolly tag.
I believe you've told me this before.
I might have. Apparently, they changed it to flat-chested.
Well, I mean, anything to get the FBI off your back.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, because technically, legal lollies are nothing more than short, flat-chested women. Where were we?
Sayaka and Kyoko's death. Yeah, how about the magical girls, am I right? Yeah, let's... Sayaka and Kyoko...
I get off topic when I'm tired.
Yeah, same. Sayaka and Kyoko, the two best characters out of the anime.
Sayaka... Homura won though to me.
Huh?
I wouldn't say she's better than Sayaka and Kyoko, but Homura definitely. I warmed up to her.
I mean, she didn't. I knew, like, I saw from all the like fan art of it, like fan art of Madoka Magica, that somehow they had to at least be friendly towards each other, because, you know, people don't just ship characters for no reason. You know, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, you stop your shit right there.
I'm just gonna... People don't draw lots of fan art of two characters shipped if they don't have, like, some sort of connection. There we go. Because, like,
I mean,
people ship everyone.
Flawed,
people
sure.
ship everyone. But, like, say you Google, like, Sun X Cinder. You might find, like, one picture. But then if you ship Sun and Blake... Sun and Cinder. Sun and Cinder.
Done it. 5 seconds.
Oh god.
Ruby, Sun, X, Cinder. Yeah, actually no. There's actually none.
Oh, see, people can still.
That is an odd picture.
People can still ship it, but it doesn't mean it's out there. Now, however, with like the Sun and Blake, you're gonna find some shit. Don't Google that.
So, yeah. Turns out, okay.
I figured there'd be Blake and Cinder. Okay, now we're just turned into Ruby fan fiction and Ruby porn.
Okay, this is just a real quick.
Go
The picture I saw was of Cinder drunk holding a wine glass, dry humping Neo.
I feel like I've seen that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've seen that.
That was by far the weirdest thing I've seen today. Which means I have not been on the internet for very long.
I honestly feel like I've seen that somehow. But anyways, so Sayaka turns into a witch. Long story short, she turns into a witch because of her BBFF, best bitch friend forever. And she turns into a witch.
And then she dies. Then they all die.
They start fighting her. trying to, and then they don't fight her. They run, carrying Sayaka's body out of there because they were with her when it happened. That's right. they carry Sayaka's body out of there because her soul's no longer in that, and it is now a witch in a grief seed inside said witch. So they carry her out of there. They then return to try and use a strategy where Madoka tries to talk her back to becoming normal. It doesn't work, long story short. She's like throwing these like stuff at her all willy-nilly. And then Kyoko starts talking. Like Kyoko, like fucking Homura gets there. She takes Madoka. They leave. Kyoko blocks off the path. She tosses out her soul gem. She takes her giant spear and she throws it at her soul gem and Sayaka, killing both of them.
Yeah.
It was like, and then to fucking pull at your heartstrings anymore. That's like the one episode they changed the ending theme, and instead it was a picture of Sayaka and Kyoko with some really sad music.
Yeah.
And that took me off it for a little bit. Then I finished it. Like the episode after next was a flashback of all the different timelines and how Homura knew about Kyubey and no one else did, and all that, and how she's able to like run as fast as she can. Her magical power when she became a magical girl was time manipulation. And so she somehow figured out how to time travel, or it was either time travel or her wish that allowed it. I feel like it was her wish.
Her wish was the ability. I actually don't remember what her wish was, but I know her power was the ability to fuck with time.
Yeah, her wish was for her to go back and be able to meet Madoka again, so that she could protect her instead of it being the other way around.
Yeah.
Because in the first timeline that they meet, it was actually Madoka and Tomoe who became the first magical girls, and Homura was basically the Madoka of that story, where she just sat back and watched everything.
It took her 12 episodes to turn into a magical girl.
Yeah, I would love to see that actually. just a spin-off of like the first timeline ever. That'd be pretty cool. Be like the same stuff, but just different perspective, different person. I'm honestly,
yeah, but
her house was so
like,
weird.
Yeah. You know the weirdest part with Homura?
What?
That random camera work it would do whenever she would turn her head.
Oh, well, that was probably like some symbolism or something. I don't know. That was like
that shit gave me a migraine. One second she's flipping her hair, next minute she's standing still. She's turning her head. Next minute it's like nothing ever happened. It was weird. It
was weird.
It fucks with my eyes.
Fucks with your eyes. So,
fucks with my eyes, man.
So then that happens, but before Kyoko and Sayaka die, they are trying to Kyoko and Homura are trying to team up to take down this big bad antagonist witch, Walpurgisnacht. I think I'm saying that right. It was the giant the giant upside down one that you see in episode 1. Yeah, that was the one at the end, and you also see it in episode 1. It was from the dream.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what the hell kind of magical girl that was.
You know, that'd be interesting to find out the origin story of Walpurgisnacht, or if that even was an actual magical girl and that was a true witch.
For all we know, that could have been a fucking Kyubey on steroids.
I doubt it. Kyubey, like, one of my favorite timelines was when Madoka actually killed Walpurgisnacht with one arrow, but in return immediately became a witch. Like, it showed that she was the most powerful of the magical girls. And then she became the most powerful witch. And then Kyubey just went like, fuck you all, I'm out, bye, peace. We got what I got what I came here for. I'ma see ya on the flip side. Maybe not, your world's gonna be destroyed anyways, so bye, I'm an incubator, out, peace, motherfuckers.
Honestly, I think I would like him more if that's exactly how he fitted in.
Just get me to voice
Like with like the fucking hand gestures too. Just the whole, just all kinds of black. Just the whole. So yeah, I got everything I want. Deuces.
Deuces. Oh, dude, if we ever be part of a Madoka Magika bridge, I call Kyubey. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
I'd be a massive fan of Kyubey if that's how we fucking exited the room. Just
deuces, motherfucker.
I'm gonna lay this fucking story down on you, and when I'm done, just deuces.
Deuces.
He's like a fucking surfer boy from California sort of accent, like he lives in California, but he's got a New Yorker's accent, and he's doing shit that a Florida guy would do.
That's amazing.
That's the kind of that's the only way to make Kyubey lovable.
Yeah.
Like he's a douchebag, but he knows he's a douchebag.
Yeah. However, he didn't know he was because his species didn't have emotions, and that's why when they came to Earth, they were so confused.
I'm aware of
yeah. I know. I'm just telling it to the stream, who probably didn't watch the anime because it wasn't really the one that we discussed about.
Tis true.
Yeah. Which is spoilers. But yeah. Kyubey's kind don't have emotions, which is why Kyubey really didn't, his facial expression never changed, his mouth never even moved. When he spoke, all I wanted to do with his smug ass smile on his face, I always wanted to just punch my TV screen.
His eyes were so dead though.
Yeah, I hated Kyubey. Still hate him.
Like he was staring into your soul. He's basically a worse version of Shinron.
Oh. I thought Shinron was a pretty cool character, though. I thought people liked Shinron from Dragon Ball.
No, yeah, but Kyubey's still a worst version of him.
Oh, that's what you meant by worst. Never mind, I was confused.
He'll grant you a wish, but at a cost.
I was confused. I thought you meant like Shinron was worse. Was terrible or something.
Both characters give you a wish at a cost. Now the difference is Kyubey costs your soul and life.
Shinron costs 7 Dragon Balls. Yeah,
it costs quite a bit of your time.
I wish for my time back.
But I feel bad for the fucker who spends all that time finding those Dragon Balls, and then when Shinron's finally been summoned, he just like, you know, I completely forgot why I did this.
Just I wish for a McDonald's sandwich.
Just you know what? I can't think of anything. I wish.
And I'm hungry.
Oh fuck it! I wish for a sandwich.
just you no preference? Just a sandwich?
I wish for the world's best sandwich. Bring it on. I'm not gonna lie, I would use every single wish for food.
Oh, God.
And in Super, you get 3, so... To find the Dragon Balls, I get 3 dishes. So granted, the 3rd wish I might change it up every now and then, might just make it porn.
Anyways... So, I'll talk about the ending, and then we can rate it, and all that. I don't know if we probably shouldn't have, like, a waifu pick, but instead, like, a favorite character pick, because they are technically 14.
Yeah, that'd be weird, Maddox.
Yeah.
Granted, there are people our age and older that do have that do proudly have waifus from this anime, and those people make us look bad.
Though that basically puts out like almost every character in most animes, because most animes are based in a school setting. So
Yeah, but their designs do allow you to.
Yeah, design. Yeah, the people in this one, the only ones that we could really consider are the adults, which were like the mother, and that was about it. Not gonna lie, the mother was kind of,
the only people,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can pick our favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick my favorite, and I already have my favorite. Anyways.
Same.
So the ending was, so Homura fighting Walpurgisnacht in the ending. She begins to lose. Madoka runs out of the shelter that she's in after getting a lecture from her mom, making sure that she's okay and all that. And I'm not gonna lie, I cried at this ending. I literally did cry. But like, so she gets to Homura. She tells her that everything's gonna be okay, all that, basically. And Kyubei's right beside her, and Homura knows what's about to happen. She's like, "Oh shit, bruh, gotta stop this." But like, Madoka's all like, "No, bruh, don't do it, bruh." And Homura's like, "Okay, bruh, I got this, bruh. I won't interfere." And then, so Madoka makes her wish, and her wish is to basically stop magical girls from becoming witches. And to stop, like, basically, yeah, so magical girls can no longer turn into witches. So, that was her wish, which created, like, a paradox, has been said. And
I'm not gonna lie, they had a missed opportunity there with Kyubei.
What?
Because his reaction, they should have just given him a one-word reaction. Just look sincerely at Madoka and just go, bitch.
No. Just, you know, I kind of want you to be. He could have just been like, even though I want you to be a magical girl, I'm gonna say no to this one. No deal, Bob, no deal. Anyways, so he grants the wish. Arrows go all over the place, basically killing all of the magical girls. And yeah. Except for Homura. Homura didn't die.
Well, that's because it wasn't killing magical girls.
Oh, it was like killing the ones who were becoming witches, I think.
It wasn't killing them. It was since they were dying anyway. It was more like she was leading them off to a better afterlife. It was basically what was happening.
Yeah.
And then all of that was made pointless anyway because the whole goddamn timeline got restarted anyway.
So that happens. She kills Walpurgisnacht pretty quickly too. And then she becomes like this worldly being.
She becomes a god, basically.
She becomes a god, yeah. So Homura can no longer see her, and it erased her existence entirely, which is what made me sad, because they wanted to fucking rub it in at the end, when Homura is the only one that remembers her. Homura remembers everything, basically. Homura tells people about it. Sayaka, Miki, and Madoka watch the boy that she liked, the boy that Sayaka liked, they watched him perform one last, like, for the first time ever since he was crippled, because her wish was to restore his movement and whatnot. They watch him perform. That's kind of sad. Doesn't make me cry. And so they leave then after that. And so Homura remembers everything. She tells Kyubei about the world, and then I know. I think that was afterwards. Either way, she tells Cube about the world, the timeline that she remembers as like a dream. And then she meets fucking Madoka's family, and the little brother's drawing a picture of fucking Madoka, and like, just
To sum it up in 3 words.
Yeah.
Fuck you, authors.
My 3 words would be fuck you, Cube. Anyways, time to rate it.
That's
our little rant / discussion. I needed to get that off my chest in order to watch Psycho-Pass. My rating would actually be, it's like the first Magical Girl anime I've watched, so based on Magical Girl, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. Not like, yeah, 10 out of 10. Psychological horror, about 9 out of 10 maybe, because I feel like there's some a bit more messed up shit out there, you know. Overall, 9.5. 9.5. I'll give it a 9.5.
Okay. In terms of magical girls, because I did watch Sailor Moon quite a bit when I was little. I'd give this 10 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, it brought its own
thing.
Girls. Yeah, brought its own trope to the magical girl trope. Brought its own thing. And it did it well.
For psychological horror, I'd actually give it a 7.
Oh, it's you have played Doki Doki.
I have witnessed quite a lot of psychological horror, and I wouldn't really classify this as psychological horror.
Well, I don't even know what else to call it. It's, if we want to change the category to dark, if that's a category, then we can.
I wouldn't call it, no, it's like, it would fall under the category of psychological horror simply because there's a lot of psychological elements to it. But it doesn't really... Psychological horror is meant to psychologically fuck you up and make you scared. It's not really what Madoka Magica does, even though it fits that tag. So, while there are plenty of things to psychologically fuck you up, which is why it gets a 7, it's not in a, oh, I'm scared of what of this fucked up shit I'm seeing. It's more of a whole, I'm pissed and or sad at this fucked up shit I am seeing. Overall, I'd give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
Mine stands as 9.5. It beat Punchline for me. Speaking of which, I recently rewatched the scene where he takes over the one girl's body.
You know, that was in my suggestions earlier, and I was like, why are you there?
Same. It was in my suggestions, which is why I rewatched it. I was just so confused.
That was so it was so randomly there. It was just, hey, remember that one anime you watched? Here's a funny scene from there, and my only thought was, I haven't looked up anything from this anime. Why are you there?
Why is Bloodborne posted on the Figgy and the Owl channel? I'm gonna have to fix that. Is it? Oh,
what happened?
Fucking god! It's because I switched to stream it on here. My Bloodborne video got posted to our channel.
Ignore that. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm deleting it right now. Both of them got fucking uploaded there. No, they didn't. Only this one I think did. Bloodborne.
Yeah, only the Bloodborne one.
Delete. Deleted. And already, what the fuck was that bullshit? It's posted on the wrong channel and it already got 2 views.
That's funny.
That's fucked up. I gotta re-upload that. Oh, alright, well.
You see, this is why you shouldn't upload videos while we do these podcasts.
I didn't think it would do that, and I really needed to do it, you know. I was already behind. I've been behind.
Yeah, you can take a day.
I can't take a day.
Yeah, you can.
No. I have not missed an upload for these videos in a while, and I will not miss an upload.
You'll be fine.
Anyways, favorite characters.
Oh, easily Kyoko.
Oh, same. Kyoko Sakura. Red-haired spear lady.
He was cool.
She was cool. Well, the next podcast will most definitely be Psychopaths, but this was honestly probably the first, like, actual fucked up kind of anime we've discussed on this channel.
Give it time.
Yeah, oh yeah, I will give it time. Because there could be, like Devil May Cry, like Devilman Crybaby. I said Devil May Cry. Look, don't judge. Devilman Crybaby kinds of shit out there.
I'm never gonna watch that.
You're never gonna watch it unless. What if it's like? What if people like suggest it?
It seems so unnecessary.
What if people suggest it for the channel?
Look, you've seen it. You're enough.
Malcolm's
It's
seen
Figgy
it
and the Owl. It's called Figgy and the Owl, where so long as the video features either Figgy and or the Owl, it'll be fine.
I mean, I can just discuss it in my own time.
Yeah, because I am never watching that anime. It seems so unnecessary. I don't like unnecessary things. Plus, it was done by Netflix, so immediately I don't want to watch it.
Oh no, dude, that's like one of the only good Netflix anime. But anyways, this has been the Anime Podcast yet again. Actually, no, I think we delivered this time for a podcast on the, like, around the time that we said we would deliver it. I think we actually delivered this time.
It was about 2 weeks.
It was about 2 weeks. I think we did it. We did it.
Yeah. For once.
Yeah.
Can't guarantee that we'll do it again because Maddox procrastinates worse than I do.
Look, you know what's good about having an entire week off? Gives me the time to watch the anime. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Which is something I don't have time to do anymore because I'm recording D&D, work, sleep, all that. But anyway, how do we do the outro again?
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
Thank you for watching this, but this has been Figgy.
And the owl. Bye. I gotta fucking...